Well, there's a built-in microphone. That's working. Let's see if...
Wait, put it back.
Okay, no, now it should be working.
Check, check, check. Are we back? Microphone Samsung. Man, we should be up and going here. I don't know why that wasn't working. I've switched plugs in the back. I think I can see some... I see some bars. Can you guys hear me? Because it wasn't working at first. Get a little thumbs up here if you guys can hear me.
Oh.
All right, we're back in the game. Hey, well, welcome back to an... Hey, just
so
How's
your mom even gonna fit in here?
Get back before we give you a beating. We had to call Mel in to get things straightened out here. Yes. Downstairs before we have to spank you. Hey, welcome back. I don't know what's up with the mic. I had it plugged in, had everything set up, and it wasn't working. So we switched it, and we are back in the game. So welcome back to another Moto Monday. We are here live, 7 p.m. Central Time every Monday night, coming to you live from Kansas, the heart of America. So let's see. Let's give a little shout out to everybody's in the chat here. Thanks for joining us. We got Big Feist. We got Monroe. We got Liam, DK, Eric D, Tommy Shea, Chris. We got two Chris's. Chris with a K and Chris M with a C. Whoa, we got, how do I say that? Bung. We got Big Barry. Everybody's cracking up. You guys clowning on me because I can't get it together here. Who else? What else? Let's see. All right, everybody's got Tommy Shea. Dustin, what up? All right, well, hey, thanks again for being here. We got Jeff jumping in, Big Dan, Brian. Bunga? Is that how you say it? Bunga Berry. We got Bunga Berry. Chris P. Yo. All right. Well, we are chilling. Just a quick little overview of what we're going to go down tonight. Let's see. I'll give you a quick little update on what's going down with the page. Quick little overview of what's going on RFMX, kind of like we always do. And then we'll jump in and talk about the races real quick. And then my mom's in town. Mom Feist is in town, staying through the week. And we're going to have her jump on at the end for a few questions. So once we get through the Supercross stuff, if you got any questions for Mom Feist, we will bring her on and we will wrap up the show with a few questions with her. So be thinking about what you might want to ask Mama Duke. All right, so let's jump right in. Hey, real quick on the page, we are at 14,702 subscribers. So let's get to 15,000. Can we do it? 702. So we're not too far away, less than 300 away from 15,000. So the best way that you guys can help me get there is just like the video. So give it a like if you're feeling it. If you don't feel it, give it a dislike. That's on you. I'm not going to hate on it if you're not feeling what we do. But if you like, give it a thumbs up because then that lets YouTube know that you guys like what we do. And that helps grow the page. They'll push it out to more people. That's how YouTube works, the algorithm. So, 14,702 on the page right now. So let's see. Hey, check that out. Let's just keep track because I never really track it. And I was looking at it when I was signing in today, and I was like, I haven't even, because we took a little break, and then I was like, it's actually been growing even while I wasn't on here. But it's January, so let's think about that. 14,702 here in January. Let's check it in 3 months. We'll do a quarter check, just like we were talking about last week about setting goals, and every 3 months kind of doing a little inventory, seeing how we are with our goals. Well, let's just see where we're at. Let's try to get 15,000 within 3 months. Can we get 300 people? That's 100 people a month. Can we do it? Let's see if we can do it. I think we can. All right, announcements, a couple announcements, not even that many, is basically I talked about briefly last week, but I want to pull up the schedule one more time so I don't mess my dates up. But it's all official. Flights are locked in. So California riders, Arizona riders, Nevada riders, anybody's in that kind of West Coast area who's wants to make a little trip out to Fox Raceway, or if you're just local and Fox Raceway is close to you, I'm coming out for A3, and I'm getting in town Wednesday night on the 9th, get all my bike together, everything. Got to run by Husqvarna. Quick shout out to Husqvarna. Blaine, everybody over there hooking me up with another bike to ride. And they said it's not going to be a 450 though. They're like, hey, it's going to be a 250 or a 350, which I think is going to be cool. Ride something different. So I'll keep you guys posted on what I ride, and I'll give you guys feedback on what I thought, because I'm thinking it's probably going to be a brand new one. It's probably going to be like a 2022 250 or 350. So I'll give you some feedback on what I think about the bike. But I'm going to be at Fox Raceway on the 11th doing privates only. So I got my morning slots are filled up, but I have 2 afternoon slots open right now. I got 11:45, and they're 2-hour slots, so it's one-on-one, a 2-hour session. I got 11:45 to 1:45, and I have a 2 to 4 open. So if anybody's interested in going out to Fox Raceway, doing a one-on-one private training session for 2 hours, you can email me at info@ronniefeisst.com, and I can give you all the information, any questions you have, and all that. So, or if you just want any other information about motocross schools, RFMX, merch, any of that, go to ronniefeistmx.com, and you can find everything you need to know on the site. And I'm seeing some super chats jumping up in here from our boy Adam. Let's give a little shout out here. What's he got going here? He says, "What up? Love you, dude. Getting headlight fixed." So all right, so he's out getting a headlight fixed. Adam's a truck driver, so he's out on the road getting a little headlight fixed. So hey, thanks for the super chat there. And we've got another one coming in right after it here. I said, "Save your face." Dude, I'm beast mode in it, bro. It's hunting season, man. Come on. $50. He says, "Shave your face, please." Ha ha ha. I know you sound like my wife now, dude. I'm growing it out, dude. I'm going to let it beast for as long as I can. If anyone's ever grown a beard before, you know it's hard. It's commitment. It's hard. You want to shave it off every day. You're like, screw this thing. It itches. It's ugly. Who cares? But then you're like, man, I'm just going to let it beast. And then you keep trying to fight it and let it go, and it's hard. I did it one other time. Only one time in my life I grew my beard out, and I let it go for 5 months, and it got pretty beast out. And then I shaved it off because it was too long. So who knows? I could let it go for 2 days and throw it in the towel and shave it off, or I could let it go for another 2, 3, 4 months. Who knows? It's commitment. It's hard. Let me know if you ever try to grow a beard. What do you guys think? It's tough. It's not, I mean, a real beard, not just like this to me isn't even like official yet. This is just, you got a little fuzz on your face. Like a beard, like big dog beard. I should have grew it out earlier in the season. So if I give in and I throw in the towel and I don't do it, maybe next year hunting season starts like September, October. Maybe I'll start in September and let it grow through hunting season. The only reason I even started letting it go is because I was hunting in January and it was freezing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let the scrub go. Keep me a little warmer in the tree. And then I just kept letting it go. I was like, 1 week went by, and I was like, whatever. Another week went by, whatever. And I was like, maybe I'll just. And then all of a sudden, I was like, are you going to shave that thing? You need to shave that thing. It looks hideous. And I just kept letting it go. So, showing that Irish blood in me. All right, so shout out to Adam for the super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for always being here. Oh, my God. See, look, you got Mel all hyped up. Siding with the wife. Why are you going to do me like that? Been battling a little cough today, too. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing anything on announcements. Yeah, I don't think so. Nothing too much, man. It's been winter here, so we're going to kick it off. Oh, and just on RFMX in general, we will be, like I said, we'll be California next month in February, and then hopefully the weather permitting, we'll try to get things started here in the Midwest in March and then go through October, November, kind of like we always do with the group classes. And then, like I said, talked about last week a little bit, we're going to be trying to do more privates during the week, during the weekends. I'm open. I want to coach as much as I can this year. Like when I first got started, I was like, you know what? I just want to coach once a month, going to do a class with them. But I started enjoying it so much that I actually it's become like a new passion for me. I enjoy coaching. I want to be better at coaching. I enjoy helping people. I want to coach more. So this year, I want to really focus these warm months. I'm going to coach as much as I can. So not only am I going to do the group classes, I'm really going to start pushing the weekly private classes, one-on-one stuff, small group, all that stuff. It'll be on the site, everything you need to know. And like I said, if you ever need to just reach out and want to talk to me about stuff, just info@ronniefeistmx.com. What is Feist saying? Big Feist going in with the sheep alarm. But yeah, that, and like I said, I talked about last week a little bit. We were trying to lock in Hillsdale private track to be the RFMX track. I'm just going to try to haven't worked out all the details yet, but I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get that kind of locked in for next year. And we're going to try to just make that just all the privates, all the group classes at one place. That way everybody knows advance. You don't need it. Because last year was kind of like a juggle trying to find tracks all the time. And then a couple times I couldn't do them at those tracks and I had to change stuff last minute. And then it just gets to be a little bit harder. So I'd rather have one place. You know exactly where we're going. You know what the track's like. You know what to expect. You guys can be there. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. So once all that's locked in, and I know that's a guarantee, I'll keep you guys posted. And we're going to make some videos and stuff and put some more photos of the track. So you'll be able to go to the website and even kind of see what that track looks like. But it's a super fun track. It's perfect because thinking about it, majority of people kind of my schools are either beginner, early, intermediate. And like I said, when you got beginners, there's like 3 different levels of beginners. But this is a really beginner-friendly place, but it's still fun. It's not crazy pro level, but it's still in the middle, kind of like vet, intermediate as well, but it's still beginner friendly. So it works perfect. I go out there and have fun. All right. So moving right along, let's jump in, talk about the races for a second. And then we're going to jump in after that. We'll do the Q&A, and then we'll bring Mama Dukes on here and see. Actually, there's some questions. All right. Let's see. Where are we at here? 250. Let's get the main event up here. All right. So we got Mossaman, Hunter Lawrence, Christian Craig, Freeze. Oh, dude. Goonded right there, huh? Squid Fest. I need to stop messing around with the thing on. All right. Shimoda, Mumford, Swole. So Swole's back. So first race back. And then Thrasher rounding off the top 8. Heat race wins went to. Who won the heat races? Lawrence and I believe Craig, right? So Lawrence and Craig went in the heat races. The big thing in the main, if you guys caught the race, was the first turn pileup with Craig going down. Who else went down in that with him? It was actually Lawrence who caused it, kind of. Lawrence had like a half a bike little pinch on Craig, and he kind of moved over on him. Craig had nowhere to go, and it kind of caused Craig to almost over brake and get off balance, and then he was done. Shimoda, I think. Did Shimoda go down? No. Did he? I can't remember, man. I can't even remember all the details. But that was the thing. Craig went down. But here's the thing. Craig came all the way back, obviously got on the podium as we see here. Let's scoot this down for a second so we can see these lap times. And here's another thing I noticed while watching the race. I almost want to say Swole got lapped on the last lap. So that means these 3 dudes lapped up to 7th place, if I'm correct. And I'm almost positive because I remember thinking, dang, dude, like they lapped half the field. That's pretty gnarly. But I think Craig, after this one, coming back from dead last all the way up to 3rd place. What'd you guys think? I'm gonna scroll down in the chat to see what you thought. But I think Craig's gonna be the guy to beat. I think coming back from that far back and getting back on the podium. I think you saw him on the podium. He wasn't even bummed. He was smiling. He was stoked he got to the podium. So, and he obviously, I think he still is holding the lead by 6 points. I think he was 6 points going into last weekend, and he's 6 points after this weekend. Obviously, if he didn't crash, he probably would have won. But it's still good that Mossaman got the win, in my opinion. It's his first win of his pro career. So, hey, good for him. I think Craig is definitely the guy to beat. But who do you think could be, if Craig's going to have any competition, who's it going to be? Do you think Mossaman's got it? Do you think Lawrence has got some heat for him? Let's look at these lap times real quick. Because I was surprised when I looked at this, when I posted it up when I was getting ready for the show. 48.6, 48.8, and a 49.5. I thought for sure Craig was the fastest dude on the track. Because he came from so far back. So I was like, oh, dude, Craig's the fastest guy out there for sure. And look, these dudes were way ahead of him, though. Let's be honest. I think the seconds, like these dudes had, like when Craig finally got in the 3rd, I almost want to feel like he was. Well, does it tell us? Yeah, right here. I was about to say 27 seconds behind, 25 seconds behind them. So they were 25 seconds ahead of him, but still, he still was able to come all the way, work through the field. So when you know you can come back from that and get on the podium, I think it is a big confidence booster. So what do you guys think? For 250, who do you think can give Craig a run for the championship? Or do you think he's just going to run away with it? My thoughts, if I could pick one dude, I'd say Hunter Lawrence maybe might be the guy, if anyone. So that's what I'm thinking for 250. But 100%, Craig is looking pretty solid right now. He won the Hill race again. Wait. I want to pull that one up yet. Oh, here we go again. I want the points. Here we go. All right, 250 points. Now, like I said, Craig, I think, right? Wasn't he 6 points in the lead last weekend? Trying to read some of your guys' comments. I don't think anyone has the same speed. So Jake's saying, I don't think anyone has the same speed. I know. That's what I was thinking, dude. I was thinking the same thing, and I looked at the lap times, and I was like, well, wait. They were going faster than him. So, dude, let's just see how this season plays out. It is really early in the season. I mean, Craig's only got a 6-point lead, so this thing is far early. It's not in the bag by any means. Lawrence is right there. He was who, and Mosselman's moving in the third already, but he's 11 points behind, and then we're starting to see a little bit more gap. I think if anyone could give him a run, it would be Lawrence. And I'm not, hating on Mosselman by any means. I just think, but that's the thing. It's not hard to say. Mosselman had a better lap time than him, so who knows? All right, we'll go with these two guys. These two guys might be the only two, but you never know. All these dudes are good. I don't ever want to talk down on everybody that act like they don't have a chance, because they all do. Dude, all these dudes are rip, in my opinion. They rip. So, but we'll just have to wait and see. It is early in the season. Let's look at the 450s here real quick, because a lot has happened in the 450 class. Look at this. Chase Sexton with the win. Tomac with the second. Ferrandez, Cooper Webb, Malcolm Stewart, Plessinger, Roxon, and Anderson. But I think this even though it ended up this way and it's racing is what it is, I think Anderson could potentially won this thing, maybe. Because he won his heat race. Heat races were Webb and Anderson. Anderson came from, I think, like 9th or 10th, worked all the way up in the second, and then I don't even know. Do you guys know what happened to his bike? I don't know what it was, but I think Anderson looks, I said that the first week we were back on here. I was like, dude, Anderson looks comfortable. He just looks fast. And I think he got that, he won, right? Got one last weekend. So he's coming off the win. I just think he's on it, dude. I think Anderson could seriously be a contender this year. Don't count that dude out. I mean, this is bike issues. I think he would have been up there, and I think Roxton would have been up here as well, because Roxton came through past Webb. What place was Roxton in when Anderson took him out? Anderson took him out. You guys remember that? Roxton came through the whoops, and he got like a little squirrely. He wasn't swapping bad, but he started swapping, and because of the swap, I think he had to stay on the gas harder and longer to get out of the whoops, and that sent him to the outside. He couldn't guard the inside. He went outside, and he tried to rotate super fast. Anderson came under him because Roxton went wide, and Roxton shot down, ran right in the back of Anderson, and went down. I don't think Anderson was expecting that. I think Roxton was just trying to rotate super fast. Didn't even realize that Anderson was that close, because I think if he knew he was that close, he probably would have gave him room and just let him get a clean pass rather than getting knocked down and then dropping way back to 7th, Where was he at? I know he was up front because he passed Webb, so he had to be top 3 when he went down. But anyway, Roxton looked fast, in my opinion. Anderson looked really fast. Obviously, can't take nothing away, so another shout-out to Chase Sexton, one of my favorite guys to watch. And he was up with a 6-second lead over Tomac. And let's just look, and he was the fastest guy on the track. Or no, let's look at this. He is the fastest dude. Yep. Him and, he is 48.6. Because the next dude is Anderson, 48.8. And then Roxon, 48.9. So these are the 3 fastest. Then we're getting into the 49s. We got Tomac, Ferrandez, Webb, everybody on the 49s. This class is gnarly, dude. Look at this. Sexton, Tomac, Ferrandis, Webb, Stewart, Plessinger, Roxon, Anderson. Even top 10 in this class is ridiculous. But I'm thinking, I think Chase Sexton definitely has a chance to win the championship because he's a 250 champion. I think he knows what it takes. I think this is going to be a big confidence booster. I think he's going to start to smooth out. I think he has a chance, and I think every one of these other dudes have just as good a chance. Tomac's a champion. Ferrandis a champion. Webb's a champion. Stewart, I would love to see Stewart get up there and start getting on the podium, dude. Love this dude. Plessinger, Roxon champion. Anderson champion. I mean, dude, these dudes are gnarly. And I like Plessinger, too. I like all these dudes. How do you not like any of these dudes? These dudes are gnarly. Best in the world right here. So super fun to watch early in the season. Let's look at the points real quick. Well, man, I always do that. I can never get the right one to pop. I need to label them, huh? So here, and this is, was anyone as surprised as me when they saw the points? I couldn't believe Tomac had the lead. I was like, what? I'm like, wait a second. Wasn't he where was he last weekend? Wasn't he like way down here? I'm like, how the heck? That's crazy. But that just shows you how much things are shuffling around real quick because Tomac is in the lead, only by a point, but still, So we've had how many different points leaders in this thing? Roxton, Barsha, every single weekend it's been a different guy. Tomac, changing nonstop right now. Yeah, I was just looking at some of the Roxton crashed. That's the only reason he was in 7th. Roxton would have been on the podium, 100%. I'm talking to Monroe. That's the only reason he went. He was on it. Roxton looked good, dude. Let's see. So Tomac, 1 point above Webb and Sexton. Sexton in 2nd. 2 points above Barsha, Plessinger, Anderson. But 7 in points. Sorry. You're right. I know, huh? Isn't it crazy? Things changed, really. He wasn't first last week, but he was up there because Barsha had it last week. But that just, man, there's a lot of going on. But still, at the end of the day, like, I think 7 points, I think he can make that up. The way these things are going. Because there's so many good guys. And, like, one weekend you got this dude in 1st. And then the next weekend, the guy that got 7th is in 1st. And that guy who got 1st is in 7th. It's like, it's crazy. That's how gnarly this class is. You got to get a good start and you got to ride fast and make no mistakes. Otherwise, you could have the speed to be in 1st but end up in 10th. You guys are on football. Our Big Feisst is going, go Chiefs. Hey, shout out to the Chiefs, man. That was probably the best football game I've probably seen, for sure in the playoffs, but it could have been the best football game I've ever watched. It was pretty cool to watch last night. Crazy. If you guys watched the game, it was nuts. And I'm just pumped that we won. And I hope we crush the Bengals this weekend. All right, so let's jump in here, check out some questions. And then we'll bring Mama Dukes on here, have a couple questions for her. Then we'll wrap it up. We'll hang out with the family. Mom's in town until next Saturday. She'll be here for the... Oh, no, she leaves before the races, so she won't be here for the races. So she got here, picked her up Saturday night while the races were on, had it on in the car, driving up to get her, and she's leaving Saturday. So a little week vacay. All right. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anybody's stuff. Man. Thoughts on Mossaman. All right, so Jeff here said, thoughts on Mossamans. Mosaman or Mossaman? I hear people say it 2 different ways. It's like people mess my name up, so I like to get it right. Is it Mossaman? Mossaman's the right way, right? I think it's awesome. So high five. Congratulations, dude. First ever career win. And I honestly think you'll probably see him up there more. You know, I think he's got more wins. I mean, I think he's definitely going to be a consistent podium guy this year, and I think he for sure can get some more wins. And I'm super stoked for him. I think he's got a great personality. He's got a great head on his shoulders. He's a solid dude, solid rider, and so I'm stoked for him. So high five, brother. Keep it going. Let's see. So Mel, Big Feisst says he likes the beard. See? Big Feisst is with me. Big Feisst is growing his beard out. Beard days. I'm going to post a pic next week of what it looked like at 5 months, so you guys can tell me now if I should keep it or shave it. Oh, we got our homie here from Australia. What up, brother? Down under, mate. Only if I lived in a... Oh, so, all right. So where is Bunga Berry from? He doesn't live in America. I'll definitely do some lessons. Man, I know, huh? Massimo on the gas. Let's see. Hey, if you got a question, throw up the question marks. Because sometimes I'm like, wait, is that a question? I'm trying to read. That's why I'm like staring at the screen. I just don't want to miss anything. I like Anderson this year. Chris P says. Tomac. Fight's always been a Tomac deal. A little shout out. A little plug here for Mel's favorite sparkling water company. I don't even know what it's called, but it's good. Let's see. Big Fight's always liked Tomac. Oh. Section checked out. Yeah, Section definitely checked out. He didn't even get much airplay. They were like filming everyone but him. That's the only thing sucks. When you like get out too far out in the front, they film all the racing going behind you and they never show you. But dude, he's got it. I think you're gonna see a lot of him this year. He's so smooth, effortless. I don't think he looks sick in that Alpine Star. I think it looks good on him. 21 looked good. I agree 100%. Beaver's saying he's like an Anderson, like he had in the 250s. Yep. I feel like Anderson's back. I feel like he needed like this new chapter in his life, new page, new team, new environment, new surroundings, just a new, and then boom. Because he's always had it. He just kind of seemed like he got in a little slump there after he won the championship. But I feel like he snapped out of it. And you can tell, like, you can just see it when he's on the podium. He's stoked. And he looks like he's having fun. And that's when you do your best. When you're enjoying it and it's fun, you do your best. A lot of pressure, and it causes mistakes, and then you can just get in a slump. So I think Anderson's on it this year, 100%. Oh, I did see that. I'm glad you brought that up. So Woodscross said, did you see 51 clean out Bogle? I think Bogle I think he cleaned out Barsha, though. I think Bogle was I don't even think I was watching that. I'm like, wait, was he a lap down? I don't know if he was lap down or not, but it looked like he was almost ready to pull off the track. Like he was over it. And I don't know. I saw it. So I think Bogle cleaned out. That's how I thought it. I thought Bogle basically knocked Barsha down when he was trying to get off the track. That's what I thought. I'm like, dude, this dude's about to get loud in the way, and he just cleaned out the dude racing. But maybe I just interpreted it wrong. But because when he got up, Barsha, did you watch Bogle? It was like he didn't even feel like he was getting back in the race. He like pulled his goggles off, and he just rode on the outside of the whoop. So I was like, this dude is just, Barsha had to be heated, or maybe I missed it. Maybe 51 went to clean out Bogle, and I gotta rewatch it now because now you got me tripping. So Tomac gone 7-4-2 so far. 7-4-2, and he's in the lead. So that's what he's saying. Beaver's saying 7-4-2 puts you in first place right now. Not on fantasy. I just got into football, dude. I've always liked it. Always liked football, but I never really followed it because I never really had a team to cheer for. When I was in California, I was busy. I didn't have time to watch football. I was gone on the weekends. We never were home on the weekends. I always had shows. But now that I'm here, I'm home on the weekends. And we have an awesome team, and I love our team. Our team's good. So it's fun to have a good team to cheer for. And I like the guys that are on the team. I like Mahomes. I like his attitude. I like his personality. I like Kelsey, Hill. I like that we just have a good group of guys that are fun to watch, and they're cool. So, and I like watching other athletes do what they love because you can learn from them. Listen to the way these people talk and how they get in there to see what their mindset's like, because these dudes are the best in the world at what they do. They might not ride dirt bikes, but they still play at the top level at a really tough sport, and you can learn from them. And one of the things I would say that I watching the game this weekend is you can't give up. It's not over until it's over. Because there was a point, and me and Big Feist are texting the whole time. And Big Feist out, dude, they blew it out. It's over. And I thought, man, right at the end, if you guys watch the game, know what I'm talking about. The Bills scored, and And there was only like 13 seconds left. So your first impression is we just lost the game. We're like, dude, we lost. There's only 13 seconds left. The Bills are scored. We're down by a touchdown. How are we going to – or we weren't even down by a touchdown. We were only down by a field goal. But they scored a touchdown. And I thought – so my first reaction was like, oh, man, we just lost the game. But then I like looked at the points and I thought, wait a second. We got 13 seconds and we're only down by a field goal. And I thought, we have the best – quarterback, one of the best. I think he's the best, but definitely one of the best probably in the history of the sport. He'll probably go down in the history books as one of the best ever. All he needs is 2 big plays, put us in field goal range, and get a field goal, and it's a tie game that goes to overtime. So I thought, hey, and I text Big Feist. I'm like, yo, field goal for the win. And he put the crying faces like, yeah, right. Ain't going to happen. I think you replied back, ain't going to happen. But it did happen. And it made me think like, dude, you can't give up until it's over. 13 seconds left in the game. They went down and did exactly what they needed to do, tied it, won the coin toss, and then won the game. If they would have had the mentality like, hey, it's over, I lost, think about Craig. Craig crashed in the first turn. If he had the mentality, oh, it's over, I blew it, I went down the first turn. No, he fought to the very end, got all the way up back to third. They fought to the very end and won the game. So that's what I'm saying. You can still learn from why you watch other sports and other athletes. Dude, they never hung their heads. Don't hang your head and don't give up until, if you're a racer, until that checkered flag flies, don't give up. Charge it to the end. And if you're not a racer and you play another sport, you play football, basketball, whatever you play, baseball, it ain't over till the clock's out. Fight to the very end, because that's kind of the message and what I was thinking last night. Like, dude, it's not over until it's over. And you want to be the type of athlete who thinks like that. Like, dude, I'll do whatever it takes until I'm going to try to the end, win or lose. And they won, so it was pretty sick. All right, shifting gears. That's what I'm saying. It's so I enjoy learning. That's how you guys should always try to learn. Don't ever stop learning. I think that's a good thing in life, is to stay humble and learn from the people around you. There's always people that you can see in your life that you can learn from. And I think it's good to try to surround yourself with people like that. Keep you growing. Okay, besides hunting, we got DK here. Besides hunting, what do you do in the winter for fun? Riding weather can't come fast enough. I mean, for me, really, that's it. Winter's tough around here. I really just ride as much as I can until it gets too cold, and then I hunt. I try to stay in the gym nonstop, but yeah, I don't. If it snowed enough here, I'd probably have a snow bike set up and I'd ride that. But it doesn't snow deep enough to have a snow bike, so I don't get that. So if you're in a state and you get a lot of snow, I would recommend getting a snow bike because they're fun. They are fun, and it keep you on your bike because you can ride in the snow. But yeah, hunting's my winter hobby, as Mel calls it. She's like, your hobby. She's like, you spend a lot of money on your hobby. I'm like, yeah, it's fun. All right, let's see here. Hey, it's good to have hobbies. We got Brian here. It's just me, or do you think Mookie's whoop speed is not as fast on the Husky? That's a good question. Because I watched him in the whoops too, and he usually is super gnarly in the whoops. And I feel you. I feel like I've seen the same thing. I don't feel like he's slow in the whoops, but I feel like he hasn't been faster than everyone else in the whoops. So, is it the Husky? I don't know if it would. Because what was he on before? He's on a Honda. I don't know was he on a Honda? I can't remember what he rode last year. He was on a Honda, right? It could be that just the other riders just have stepped it up. I would think that more than the bike, because I ride a Husky. My Husky's good. So I rode a Honda, went from Cowie. I rode all three, Honda, Cowie, and Husky, and I feel just as comfortable on my Husky as I did on my Honda and my. So I would think the competition is probably just stepping it up. The class gets faster and faster each year. So he might have had a little edge in the past, but some of these dudes, it's like that in all sports. Every year it gets harder and harder. Barsha hit him early on. All right, so see, I missed that. So this is probably going back to the Barsha and sound like somebody coming up here. And Bogle. So Bogle and Barsha probably had something going on earlier, huh? Here it is here. Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, so Woodcraft is saying Barsha cleaned him out before that. Apparently it wasn't. I didn't see it. Oh, man, these dudes get aggressive, huh? Barsha gets aggressive. Let's just be honest. He'll take you out in 2 seconds. All right, man. What up, Howard? All good? Glad you made it in here. Don't worry. You guys come in and out as you can. There was an earlier question, and it was, I just saw the Star Yamaha, and it was what did I think about Danger Boy going to the Star? It was like the first thing I saw on the chat. I'm not going to scroll all the way back up to find it because it'll take me forever. But just to answer that question, I think it was good. I think it's very good for Danger Boy to be on Star Yamaha. I think it's a great choice for him. I think it's a great team, and I think you're going to probably see him win a championship on that team. I think it was just smart for the Deegan family in general because they do everything together, and to keep the family together all on Monster. I think it's smarter than if Brian's on Monster and Haley's on Monster, but then Danger Boy's on Red Bull. It kind of, I don't know. I think it fits better for the family and for the YouTube channel, for all them as a brand themselves. The Deegans themselves are a brand, so I think it's smart. But I think it's honestly, it's probably the best, one of the best teams to be on. So I don't think I think he's stoked, and I think it's going to work out good for him. So be fun to watch him here in the future. So Adam Roach got a big one. Yeah. So if you guys don't know Adam Roach, pro baseball player, is on Buck Commander TV show. He got a big buck. That's what he's talking about there. I did see a pic about a week ago. I think he got one. Big Feist is quoting Andy Reid over here. When it looks grim, be the Grim Reaper and go get it. That's Andy Reid post interview. All right. Well, hey, let's get Mom up here. We got a few minutes left. Let me call her real quick. Tell her to come in. Got a few minutes left. Anybody else? So while we're calling her, if you have a question for Mama Dukes, Mama Feist, we'll bring her in. Oh, shoot. I better get a chair for her. I didn't even think. I should have set that up beforehand. Hey, can you guys hear me? I hear him talking. Bring a chair in, too. Can you come in? We're going to do a serious interview with you on here, putting the pressure on you. I forgot to set up a chair for you. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen. Here, you sit. We're just going to share a mic. I don't have a chair. Why didn't I think of this? Can I kneel down or I look too small? Hey, well, this is
Hi.
my mother, Michelle. Hi, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Mom's visiting, so we thought, can I see the questions? So if you guys have any questions.
Where are the questions?
That's fine. I'm just going to kneel. I don't think I can get it in here. Do you want to say hi?
Do you need to,
No, we're good. It's only for a few minutes. We got like 10, 15 minutes. We'll just hang out. If anybody's got a question for Mama Feist. So this is our Moto Monday crew. The boys are in here all the time. Howard. I'm trying to look over the screen and see the... Oh, there we go. Here.
Is your dad in there?
Here, we're going to have... This is just going to be a family effort. We're going to have Melon here.
or I can move it.
Oh, there you go.
And here, put this over there.
All right.
Ooh, Mama Feist.
So let's get Liam up here. Here you go. What was your mom's reaction when she met Twitch and he was like, Feist, you want to get on? Do you remember that? You don't probably remember that, do you? I remember that because I was like, you idiot, dude.
Why, did you say it in front of me?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, what a knucklehead. Yeah, she don't even remember. That was a long time ago. It was in 1997 at the first ever Vegas Supercross. Twitch's intro to my mom. Yeah, that's Twitch. All right, here we go. How was Ronnie growing up? Talk me up right now.
How was Ronnie grown up? Typical boy.
Can you hear her all right? Because we're just sharing a mic.
I know, and I have kind of a
Yes.
froggy throat today.
Yeah, she normally doesn't sound
like this.
like Kermit.
She's
a
so he was
speech pathologist, and she does online training with kids, and she had to do a 2-3 hour session today. and her voice was already a little jacked when she got here. So I experienced the same thing. A lot of times when I speak at churches and stuff, I lose my voice all the time. Or even when I coach. You guys heard me during summer. I'll come on here after I do a class. I can't talk, so I relate. Go ahead.
So he was a typical boy, really good at sports. Seemed like whatever sport he tried, he would excel at. So should I tell stories?
Say whatever you want. Hey, this is your night. Come on. Hype it up.
So like I would take him, the first time I took him skiing, I put him in a half-day beginner ski school, and I went back to get him, and he wasn't even there, and they were like, you sure he's never skied? And I'm like, yeah, pretty sure. Anyway, they put him in an advanced class, and so I had to go get him, and then I took him up to the top of the mountain, and he literally skied straight down to the bottom like 100 miles an hour without even like stopping. And I'm like,
fun.
I'm like, you're not supposed to do that.
I was bombing the mountain. I can't.
Yeah, so he was always doing something, playing something.
Sports. Yeah.
Sports. Didn't matter what he was doing. He really excelled at everything. But the only thing he really, really liked was riding that dirt bike.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I liked baseball. I liked football.
Yeah, and he was really good. Like, he would have coaches, like, fighting over him. And then he'd be like, I really just want to ride my dirt bike.
Yeah. I just enjoyed moto a lot more than the other ones. That's why when we got it, me and Big Fight started racing on weekends, I decided I was going to stop everything else except karate. I actually never quit karate. I stayed in karate, and that was the first thing I did. You signed me up when I was like
5.
Yeah.
So I signed him up at 5, and I told him because he kept bugging me, and I thought, oh my God, like there's no way a 5-year-old's gonna stay in class. So I told him, I said, you have to stay the whole 3 months, like you can't quit. And so he agreed to that, but actually he stayed in there for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. And his sensei said he was actually the best 5-year-old that he ever came through his class for memorizing katas. So I mean, it didn't matter what he did; he excelled like at everything. It was crazy.
It was fun.
And yes, he was a good boy. I don't think Ronnie has ever, to this day, ever talked back to me.
Really?
Ever. Yeah, ever.
Well,
now, his brother and sister, that's different.
All right, so I'm glad I was a good kid. I was always, actually, I do remember.
Okay, I don't like the flip.
Wait, where do you see that at?
Right there, Fred.
Oh, Freddie. Sorry, so I didn't see the question marks. That's why I scrolled past it. Sorry, Fred.
So,
Didn't mean to miss you.
I still don't like the flip because there's something about it, like when he's like totally upside down and their head's like facing the ground. There's like a split second that they feel like they don't have enough momentum to go around, and it like it scares me every time. So I still don't like it.
That's all right. I don't do it no more.
Yeah, good.
I'm retired from the flips. But I always think about doing. I always think, maybe it'd be fun just to flip a 45-footer.
Hey, Big Feist.
There he is. Get him up there.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing legends to us.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Eric D. So I don't know if you ever met Eric, but anyway, Eric D.
Has Ronnie brought you a Chick-fil-A?
I actually tried to.
Yes.
KC Barbecue. We went tonight, so we went to Casey Joe's earlier.
And he's bought me Chick-fil-A's.
But I actually offered Chick-fil-A yesterday, and you declined.
That's right. We did.
She went to the protein house and had a healthy salad.
What was Ronnie's first words?
Oh, that's it.
I believe it was Dada.
There you go. There you go, Big Fight. A little plug.
Dada. Pretty sure it was Dada.
That's funny. I didn't even know that. Good question, dude. So Jack Stack in Martin City. So like I said, we took her to Casey Joe's because she wanted barbecue. She always gets barbecue. We take her. You went to Jack Stack's every time you've been here. So we took her to Casey Joe's this time. But you said we've been there before, so I must have took her another time, right?
I took her last year. I went to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I take everybody there, but we're going to go to. We're going to take her to the Martin City brewery because Mel loves the pizza there. It's Mel's favorite spot. And actually, I think, are we going afterwards? We might go afterwards. And if we don't make it tonight, we'll probably be there this week sometimes because tomorrow is Taco Tuesday. We don't normally miss those. The Martin City Brewery is awesome. Where we're at? Did I miss something?
Egger. No, right there. So, no, but I felt bad for the camera guy.
Oh, it says.
Remember when you Whack that
Did
camera
you yell
guy.
at your son? Innocent man. Yeah, I was. Hey, that happens, dude. No, she didn't yell. Did you feel bad for him though? I think
I
a lot
felt
of
bad for the
people
camera
did.
guy.
His name was Ron too.
Oh, was it?
Ron, hey, sweet. Hey, so another one. Are you gonna take it to Jack Stack? Everyone's claiming Jack Stack.
Jack Stack's good. Yeah.
I know that's been the normal spot. We're gonna go. Yeah, we'll take it to all our favorite spots. All right, what is the best gift you received from your son when he was balling at FMX? Hey, I used to buy you some nice gifts.
Oh yeah. So we actually were talking about this today. So, my God, my voice.
That's all right. I got the cough too.
So like years ago, like when he was like making like crazy money. Let's see, I got Prada sunglasses that I still have.
She had them on.
That's
why they got brought up.
I have a
Mel's like,
Gucci-
wait, you didn't buy me Pradas. And I'm like,
I have a Gucci watch,
yeah.
and then I have really nice diamond earrings.
So we hooked Mama Dukes up back in the day when we were.
Oh, and he bought me. You bought me an emerald ring. He bought me an emerald ring.
Because that's your
my
birthstone. I do remember that. Yeah.
So yeah,
and she still wears everything, which I thought was cool.
I do.
That's
I
cool,
do.
'cause
Wear
she
all
had
of
her
them.
watch on. She had her sunglasses on. That's how it got brought off. And I was like, hey, you've never brought me any Prada. I'm like, contracts that have expired. Thank you. I'm like, you don't even wear that stuff anyway. Mel's like the most mellow girl. She don't wear all the high dollar stuff.
So do you have any motorcycles? I don't personally.
Well, your husband does. Dave does.
I remember Ronnie took me for a ride on the back of his bike one time, and I told him, don't jump over any jumps. And what's he do? Jumps over a stupid jump with me. I was like, oh my God.
Putting you to the test. Letting you enjoy it.
Yeah, no.
There's Liam here. Hey, thanks for all the questions, guys. I appreciate you guys having so many questions. What is your favorite moment in Ronnie's freestyle? Oh, that's a good one. There you go. Favorite moment in the freestyle career?
I don't know. There's so many, and I guess I was always proud of Ronnie, whether like he was winning or on the podium or not on the podium. Didn't really matter to me.
That's how all moms are.
Because he.
That's a mom thing.
Yeah.
They don't care if you're first or last. They love you either way.
Because he really trained really hard all the time. Mm-hmm. Probably my favorite moments are when he ends up on the podium and not in the hospital. That's always good.
Hey, I appreciate that.
That's always
They're my
good.
favorite moments too.
No hospitals.
Yeah. Podiums feel really good, and anytime you're not in the hospital is a good day. That is true. Our sport is dangerous.
Oh, and you know what else?
Go ahead.
Remember when you finally got the 360?
Yeah, I do.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
Took him a while.
That's my highlight of all my favorite moments. I even put that above my podiums just because it was such a long journey to get to it.
Right.
I felt like I won a gold medal that day. Like if you ever watch the video, it's on YouTube. I seriously was celebrating on top of the lane, and no one was even there. It was during the day qualifiers. It wasn't even during the main event night show of X Games. So the crowd was very minimal, and I was so excited. I was like, I don't even care. I felt like I won a gold medal. It's good enough for me. I landed. Thank God I'm not in the hospital because I kept getting hurt. So that one felt good. But it does feel good to actually bring a medal home and, put it on the wall. Because you can look back. You look back and you remember, and a lot of those times, you got to share those times with, Twitch was up there with me, at Nate.
Right.
Who else? Mason was up on the podium a couple times. Yeah. So it's just fun. You get to share all those moments with your buddies and stuff. So super, super good. All right. I want a job in moto. You hired? Not at the moment. We'll keep you in mind, though. All right. So it looks like we got one last question from Eric D. And then we can... Yeah, we're almost wrapped up anyway for tonight. And we'll wrap it up. So what does he say here? Has Mel hooked her up with living well ingredient stuff? Yeah.
Of course.
You can't come around here and Mel not hook you up.
No,
I was
she
already
always...
hitting her up before the show started. I said, hey, I got a cough. It's coming on today. Give me some stuff. Give me an immune booster. Give me some stuff because I don't
So I have some lozenges
right
right now from her.
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of my froggy throat. But yeah, she always sends me stuff.
Living Well with Mel. Check her out. Is that the website? The website's Modestly Mel. So listen,
Modestly
Mel is really into non-toxic, healthy living, God's way, God's design. She don't take no medicine, no over-the-counter stuff, no antibiotics. She don't do nothing. It's all natural healing. That's how she does it. And because she's my wife and I live with her, she doesn't let me have any of that stuff anyway. So all of our house has been cleaned out. And to be honest with you, it's a better lifestyle. It's a better way to live.
Mm-hmm.
So check out her stuff because she's on top of it. She's got it's basically healing by God's design. Things that God gave us and not putting drugs into your body. So I'm all natural now. I'm going to beat this cough with some natural stuff. I'm not going to take any.
Oh, thank
stuff.
you, Fred. Appreciate that.
What did Fred say?
Look, your mom looks too young.
There you go. Hey, man, appreciate it. So I get my good looks, I guess.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, guys, thanks again for hanging out. Thanks to Mom for coming on the show. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Like us if you have not. If you have not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And we'll be back next week. We'll talk about this next round of Supercross. And go Chiefs. Let's take it to Cincinnati. Love you guys. Much love. Ride safe. God bless. Peace out.